What's up, everybody? Record time. We're live. 45 minutes. Man, that's good timing.
Yeah.
And they'll find us now
Yes.
all over America and Canada and Indonesia. Alerts are going off.
Good. See, look at that. They're like, oh my God, they're going on live on Memorial Day.
Absolutely.
Yep, because tomorrow's not Memorial Day, so we got to come inside sometime.
So, hey, it's raining here. I can't go outside. So,
Right. Hey JDS. Hey Eber.
what's up, guys? No Rob tonight.
No Rob. He's busy with other obligations.
Yep, wasn't me. It's all him.
Yeah.
I actually sent an invite. He told me he couldn't make it. So, go to his latest video, give him crap.
Yes. Hey Chad. How's it going?
No, we're not early, Chad. We're actually a little late. My new job's getting me up really, really early. So normally I'm starting about 8 o'clock, which means 8:15, 8:20, 8:30, or like today 8:45. Nice, JDS grilling wings. Like the good wings, where it's like the whole wing, where you got the little piece that you don't eat, and then you got like the little flat piece and the drumette all in one, or are you doing like the individual type wings? Yeah, it's been storming here too, Beatty.
Yeah, someone always gets it, unfortunately. Oh, did you see what happened in Maryland? Good
No.
lord, with the record flood they had. I guess only they said only one person lost their life, but it's just like a big. If you see it, man, this whole town it just looked like a dam broke. There's so much damn water. It just rushing in, and they showed cars, and the cars were like where the normally on the side of the street they were just like up like this, up together like that. It was just weird. But it was up in Maryland.
Oh, I missed that.
So they had some bad storms up there too. So this crazy weather that we always have. Like I said, somebody always has it. So yeah, Florida's getting a lot of rain from the storm. Subtropical Alberto, since it's not actually hurricane season, so they call it subtropical. I guess I don't know. I'm not a weatherman. And freaking Hawaii is still getting they're getting closed off. They're gonna have to soon. I think they were saying get all they got those gigantic helicopters over there getting people out. They said I don't know how close it is to that power station over there, the lava flow, but I mean that's been going on for some time now too. We just have heat, but we did have 4 days of rain earlier in the week, so
I haven't even been paying attention to this Alberto. Just looking at it right now. Oh, and there's people talking. Huh, don't need that. Yeah, no, didn't even notice about. I heard a couple people talking about it on Twitter about Alberto, but
yeah. I mean, form real quick. They were pretty. I mean, that's the one thing they are getting more accurate with hurricane predictions. So they're pretty darn close usually now. Storm, hurricanes, or whatever. They're
yeah,
closer than they used to be.
yeah, except for the Weather Channel, they still suck.
Well, yeah,
Those
but
guys, every time I go there, they're like a joke. They're like, well, it could go this way and go right into the Outer Banks, or it could go this way and like hit upstate New York, or it could go this way and hit Florida.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
man,
usually the European model is the one is the most accurate out of the all the models that they have. That's definitely the one. My plants are doing great besides newt burn. What the heck are you feeding it, JDS?
yeah, go half strength.
Yeah, probably the best thing is cut back on it. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
I've had people tell me that I'm going like 3 times the amount of strength that I should be on my plants, and I really haven't had any newt burn, and I haven't cut back on them at all.
I mean, when I
I
used the master blend for the double cup, I saw sometimes it was like that. That's why sometimes I just watered it with water. I skipped the master blend. I kind of, cycled through and let it go and have a couple sittings in there with just water, and then go back to master blend concentration or the mix. Hey Cody, how's it going?
What's up, Cody? Yeah, same with me. Like if they look like they're getting burned, I will just not water with Master Blend the next time. I'll use straight water and give them a week off or whatever.
Yeah,
But usually, no, they usually just keep on going.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, for now, the only one I'm using master blend on is the tiny. I'm doing like once every week with some master blend, 2.5 gallons. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. He seems to be doing fine. He's expanding, so getting to the edge of that 65 already as far as width. So that's good. Only have 4 more feet to go in both directions. Christmas tree.
And then it's all over.
Uh,
And all you got to do is pull the pods.
yeah, I'm hoping to have a lot. I mean, I'm overseeing uh, the Nigel or the Dorset Naga contest. Of course, I'm not going to be the winner because I'm overseeing it, but I am going to use my plan also as a seed spring seeds contest since they're doing the Nigel contest for the whole world too. So as long as you got seeds from them or someone they approve of or whatever, you can have your plant as a contest plant there too. So it's all good. I just want to see how big it get.
What's up, Aaron?
And
Yeah, saw Aaron over there on Raymond's stream.
I've just been working in the yard, hanging out, chilling.
All right. Forgot all about baseball. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah,
I'm not a big sports fan at all, but take me to the game, I'm all in. I don't care what the sport is. I'll go watch curling. I'll watch hockey, baseball, football, basketball.
yeah. I went to Astros game the other day. Pretty uncomfortable. The seats are so tight together. So I mean, even for a normal sized person, I think that it's pretty close together. So it's all right, but uh, I don't mind watching from the house. But baseball towards the end, there's too many games.
Yeah, Aaron, that's one game that's my favorite out of all sports, and I've never actually been to a live game is hockey. I've been to baseball, I've been to football. No, I don't think I've ever been to basketball, but never been a basketball fan at all. I would be if I went to a game, but
Yeah. Well, that's what everybody here is going to be doing today is watching the basketball game in 15 minutes.
all right. What the Astros?
No, the Rockets.
Oh, Rocket.
So
Wait, what the heck's the Houston Astros? That's baseball, right?
baseball. Yeah.
Right.
And the Texans are the football team.
Yeah, because the heck was it? The Rockets. Didn't they just beat Boston?
And that's the Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland just. Oh, right.
Rockets are playing Golden State. But they're both rigged games, so it's all good. So they go 7 games. Because I'm not buying these swings. 20, 30 points. I don't know. I think it's all bullshit. I think it's all just to get ratings and to get people to watch for that long length of time. Because Boston was kicking the crap out of Cleveland for most of the games. like they were going to dominate that series, and then all of a sudden a turnaround. Same thing here. It's been back and forth, and I think it's all BS. But that's just my opinion. I'm not a big. I'm not the biggest sports fan. I'll watch it. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't like sports. It just I'm not gonna get emotional and how some people are. I mean, some people are just crazy on how they react to sports. Like it's really affecting their lives. It's like this is like something personal. I'm like, dude, you have other things in life to worry about than a damn baseball game or a football game or a basketball game. Those guys are fine. If they lose, they're going to freaking tropical island tomorrow on vacation, and they're still making their hundred something $1 million, whatever it is. So don't worry about them. Worry about your own self.
One of my favorite Bill Burr bits was he was saying that basketball was rigged forever, and then they came out with that ref that that was all mobbed up and everything that was throwing games,
Oh
and
yeah,
then everybody's like, "Oh, but that was just one ref." He's like, "Really? You think it's only one ref? They only caught one?"
I guess that's true, Aaron. I mean,
Very true.
but I guess I'm not a fanatic then. I guess that's how I'm going to describe myself. I guess I'm a fanatic for peppers.
There you go. At least you could be emotionally charged with that. If your Peppers do bad, it was all you. If your team did bad, you had nothing to do with that.
All right. Eber, the Death Nut thingy is going to be in like 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ish. We're waiting on. I guess Julian is going to do it along with us as well. So it's going to be Chad the Walrus, me, Rob Blumberg, our good friend Tom Rev. He's going to be partaking in it. Dave,
Derek,
Derek, Russ, Julian, and whoever we add until that time. So if anybody wants to participate with us, the more the merrier. So we weren't going to do it this weekend because of the fact that it's Memorial Day weekend. Russ, I believe, has his normal days off are not how they are for 3 weeks. The 17th is Father's Day. Not that that's a big deal. I mean, for me, it's a big deal because I'm going to a concert, so I can't do it Sunday the 17th. So it's going to be kind of hard to do the Death Note Challenge in hell with Slayer.
my biggest problem is I'd rather do it on a Monday or I'm sorry, Friday, because I'm usually off Saturday, Sunday. I'd like 2 days off before I got to go back to work because there's no bathroom where I'm working.
Okay. Well, we'll put that in the discussion, and we'll just do that.
And with that many people, maybe we should break it up into two different groups.
I don't know, man.
But
So,
it doesn't
we
matter to
always
me.
do. You know, said that everybody, whoever's getting, getting things together.
Yeah, I'm just throwing ideas out there. So if anybody wants to do it on a Friday night, hit me up.
So I don't know how we're going to do it. I mean, I usually work late on Saturday, so I go in at 3. Sunday I'm off
And Monday you're off too.
usually.
Yeah, same with Dave. Sunday, Monday.
So, I mean, a Sunday, Monday that I'm off together and I'm not doing anything sounds the best, honestly, for me, because just to make sure I'm not doing jack on Monday if something bad happens. I don't think it will necessarily, but just in case.
I just don't want it to be one of those things where I go to work Monday. Like I said, there's no bathrooms around at all. And like the rare occasion we're on a brand new construction job and they got a portage on. But besides that, I mean, it's like, well, put it this way. Last week, I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday was the only job that we were on that we actually had a portage on. Every other job, it was pretty much like, go to the neighbors and hopefully they're not there and like hide behind the hedge.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. But
Yeah, have everyone want to work it out. That's cool.
so if anybody on the Death Nut Challenge is up for, I know Chad. I think he's off on the weekend, so maybe Chad would want to hit up a Friday night.
Yeah. And then Blumberg, he can do it on a Friday. I mean, technically, I can. I mean, like I said, I just got to work at 3 the next day. But I don't see it being an issue. But like I said, it just all depends.
Yeah, I thought about, or I meant to hit up Dave, and well, I didn't know about all this other stuff going on, but I was gonna hit up Dave and say, like, what about this Friday? And see if he could take off Saturday, kind of thing, and that way he could get a 3-day weekend out of the deal and do the Death Nuts Friday. And
Yeah.
what's up, Batman? I don't think they're getting that still. They got all those awesome, heck are they called? Whatever sealed containers.
Yeah. I mean, I just got mine, what, a week and a half ago, so I don't think it's going to be that bad. Plus, I mean, does it really matter? I mean, once you get them down, I mean, they're going to take. I don't think the stale peanut is going to be is your problem.
Plus, there's so much crap around the peanut. It's probably going to take a while for like the air to penetrate through that crap and actually make the peanut stale.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, like I said, I just got mine pretty recently, so it wasn't a long time. The person who's had it the longest is Blumberg.
Yeah,
He's had his,
Blumberg.
he's had his the longest.
Yeah, Blumberg, and then Dave.
Well,
And
Dave got his when he was telling me to do it, so that's been pretty recent as well.
yep. Oh right, yeah. Blumberg had it what, like 2, 3 weeks before Dave.
Yeah, he's had it for probably longer than that because he won Eber's contest.
Yep. And yes, Batman. Oh, and Black Mamba, what's up? I forgot to say hi. Yes, Batman. I've been stalling like crazy. I only got it on Thursday, I think, and I've been stalling ever since.
Well, see, originally we didn't think that Rev was going to do it,
I
so
wasn't.
yeah, but I was uh, how I want to phrase this, um, asked kindly by another member to see if we can make sure that this happens. So we made it happen.
Yeah, who is that fun individual, by the way? I'd love to thank them.
That'd be Dave.
No, not the address giver, the one who wanted to send them out. Because that was the first person I hit up. I sent him a picture of the Death Nuts. I'm like, okay, who's the funny guy? He was like, I know who it is, but it wasn't me.
Oh, that was me. I sent them to you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I thought you knew that.
No, I had no clue.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
So
been asking around ever since. Nobody has like. This is the first time you actually
why
said
do
it.
you think I said that in that chat the other day?
I just figured you knew, like Dave did.
Oh no, yeah, I know, because I got them.
Oh, appreciate that, man. Join in, buddy.
Yeah, that was a joint effort from me and Dave to make sure that you and Derek are participating.
And so he grabbed one for Derek, and you grabbed one for me, huh? Man, it makes me want to like go ahead and find someone else that I can buy them for. That way they can join in too.
So Batman is saying stick with the vodka.
Well, I already have the Death Nut, so I kind of have to go through with that. Can't
But
just
we can go through a couple windows and just keep the rest.
Nah, I got it. Nah, it's a challenge. I at least have to go as far as I can go. If I make it as far as I can go and there's windows left, then so be it. But I don't know. I'll be perfectly honest, Batman. That vodka kind of scares the crap out of me. You know what he's talking about, right, Charles?
Which one?
The Serpent's Head
Yeah,
vodka.
oh. Dude, I know all about the serpent's head. I know no matter what you put that thing in. I know that thing.
He sent me a picture last night. He's like, "Oh, check it out, serpent's head. I like cut it in half so it'd fit in the bottle." And I'm like, "Awesome! Like that'll be great when you try it." And he's like, "That one's for you." And I'm like, I wasn't expecting that."
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Because boy, that's got some heat on it. That pepper is hot.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, maybe you could wash that. Wash the final window of the death nuts down with the vodka after 5 minutes. That would really just we would give you an extra prize.
Oh, jeez, oh man, I'd have to give myself an extra prize for that. And no, I don't know what that extra prize would be.
Neither. Probably I don't know, a bottle of Kaopectate or Malox or something.
Oh, man, serpent's head kale chip. I'd probably try that.
First, you need to try the serpent's head first.
I really
That's,
don't want to try the serpent's head. But if it was powdered, serpent's head on a kale chip,
maybe.
yeah, I'd probably do that. I don't know. I don't have a I'm not really big into pods themselves. Well, the hot ones.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, Joe.
If I didn't say hi, I'm sorry. I may have missed Raymond and Matt. I'm sorry. We're talking about this challenge.
I'm from the way I see it in the chat, Batman. Yes, Aaron would like your challenge chip.
I do too.
See, that's the thing. Like, if Batman was like, "Here, try a Reaper," I'd be like, "I don't really want to try it." But he's like, "Hey, try my Bat Out of Hell chip," and I'm like, "Sure." And then I did, and it wasn't that bad. I mean, it made me salivate a lot, and my nose was running, and my eyes were watering, and stuff like that. But it was all good.
Man, that chip was so damn good. I still remember that chip. That chip was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
And like I said, I don't. Well, the Pocky chip I remember somewhat because of the smoky chipotle they have in it or whatever, or the Pocky one. So you kind of remember that. It's kind of an all right taste, but not so much. I mean, it's not as total crap like the Blaze Dorito or nothing, but it's all right. I really like the homemade Crimson Blaze chips I made. I thought those were pretty good, but man, he just went above and beyond on that Bat Out of Hell chip. That chip was so damn good.
Yeah, I liked it. Like I said, I lost control of like liquids coming out of my face, like my eyes, my nose, my mouth, and stuff like that. But I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, it's just that hint of lime. Well, not hint. It was more than a hint, but it was so good.
Yeah. Raymond wants some bat out of hell chip too.
Yep, it's definitely a good chip to try.
I'm still waiting for Raymond to do the death nuts himself.
Yeah,
Which he said he's going to do 2 of the death nuts at once, which I still strongly say that he should go with, give one to Troll and one to him and just do it one each.
or do
From what I've
it.
seen everybody else do, that's all you need. I
All right.
think you're
Yeah,
going to mess yourself up if you try to, especially because he says he can't do hot things. He
yeah.
will do, I should correct that. He will do hot things, but he doesn't like to do hot things.
Okay.
I mean, Johnny Scoville did 2 of the death nuts, and that put a real bad hurting on him.
All right. Oh, so hey, Batman. So how big does your FL? pineapple get usually the ones that you grew, as far as just overall size?
What's the FL stand for?
Florida
Oh, so Florida pineapple?
came from Nick Chili Wonka's, the part of the uh, stuff that he used on that. I was just wondering because I got two of them. They're already looking pretty decent. Just curious.
Aaron LAB's he says LAB's had a hard time with the death nuts. Don't know how much or if he overreacted. Watch anybody else doing the death nuts. I haven't seen anybody doing the death nuts. Well, Batman probably. I didn't watch all of the. I watched a bunch of people doing the death nuts, and I probably have to say Batman took it the best.
Yeah.
But like at the like watching the video from beginning to end, Batman handled it the best. And but like even he admitted after that, it was like, oh God, like pain afterwards. But I haven't heard from anybody doing the death nuts afterwards like, oh no, it was fine. After it was just a little burn, and then when I was done, it was peaches and cream all day the next day. No, everybody said like, I mean, I've heard everything from like I was laying on the curled up in a ball to I just wasn't right the whole next day, or stuff like that. But there hasn't been one person that I've heard that did it that wasn't like I had some effects the next day.
Right. Well, I still think LA Beast overreacted.
Could have.
I'm thinking because, like I said, there's the pauses that he did, and dude, I've seen this guy eat all kinds of stuff, plutonium and all that stuff, and I just, I just think I don't know. I like the guy and all, but I just think it was just a little overboard, especially with racking your nuts on a board.
I think the best reaction, or I shouldn't say the best, the most honest reaction that I got from the Death Nuts, I think would have to be Russ, because he was right there, like I'm taking it, but at the same time, he was letting you know, like this burns, this hurts, like he was right there. And then the next day, I remember messaging him, and he was like, "Oh man, like the beginning part of the day, it really hurt, and stuff like that." And but that being said, if Raymond wants to try two Death Nuts at the same time, go for it. I'll never hold anybody back, but I would say I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Batman and Matt, for the info. I mean, that's why they're on my habanero row. So I'm hoping all my habanero type plants stay on that size. So it's all good. So I've got a few pods already that are forming. It was good. I mean, I got it from uh, a flat rate box I got from him last year. So I remember the pepper well. So it's a very good pepper.
And Chad says Brando admitted that the Death Nuts were hot. Yeah, he. I don't. Well, I never messaged him the next day or anything, but if I remember correctly, I don't think he said it was a big deal the next day.
I did. I messaged him.
Did he say it was bad?
I said, "Did you have any stomach issues or any other kind of problems?" And he said, "No."
Oh. Well, Brando's not of this world, so don't take that as your directory on the Death Nuts.
I'm just curious. I'm just trying to get feedback from everybody. Yeah.
No, but he also I've seen him like just munch on a BTR and a Reaper and stuff like that, and oh, this isn't bad. Oh, like you can tell the flavors, and I'm like, I have no clue what you're talking about. Like I've tried things that were nowhere near Reaper, and I was like, oh look, there's flavors, and then heat built, and I couldn't tell you a dang flavor in the whole pod.
Hmm.
but Brando can. He's sitting there munching on like a BTR, like, oh, I got some floral flavors, or whatever the flavors that he can detect.
Right.
But yeah, and Aaron said, got to remember that LAB's trying to get infused too. He may be having those reactions, and he just help them come out a little bit more. Yeah, I I don't know. I want to say like I've got a problem with that, but I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if you want to get views, that's fine. If you want to like overreact, that's fine. I don't really care about that. I just want like a more honest review of what it is.
Right.
I don't want like over dramatization or stuff like that. I just want give me your honest review. Like that's why I said like Russ was probably like the most honest. He's sitting there, sweat pouring down his face, and he's sitting there, his face is beet red, and he's like, "Yeah, it's hot."
There was this girl who did it, who was a normal person out of Chili Head, that Rob Blumberg sent me a link to, and I watched it, and she did it kind of twice. Not, I say kind of meaning that she started doing it, but she only ate like one nut each, and then she thought, well, I'll just open the other one since I have two and do the really on camera and do the challenge like it's supposed to. She just wanted to see how far she could go on for the first time, and then she said she did it like 20, 30 minutes later on the camera for real, the way it was supposed to. She made it through the fourth window and started on five, and then she had to get milk. But I mean, she was like a non-chili head who doesn't eat stuff normally. At least that's what she said. And then she looked like she was going through them fine up to five. So it was just five that started it to have issues, and that's either one or two globs. Depends on how your package is.
And Joe, I appreciate that, but I don't need that. I've got the whole thing right here, which they're still right there on the backside, waiting to be tried. Which you can't really see five, but those are two big old ones on five. And what was mine? Yeah, I've got 2 on 5, 4 on 4, 3 on 3, 4 on 2, and 3 on 1.
Yeah.
Which I believe is the most amount of death nuts or nuts that I've seen in the death nuts challenge that I've seen yet.
Right. And from what everybody tells me, the one is hotter than two to most people. That's why I know Rob and Russ even said that they're like, did they confuse them and switch them? But you see that a lot. You see that a lot of people say that one is hotter than two.
Yes, Aaron. 2 big old nuts on the bottom. And Joe, that sounds like a really good idea. Give away some death nuts for a giveaway.
Yeah.
If you do that, make sure you do it like a subscription type thing. Make sure they subscribe to you and all that stuff. Oh yeah, Raymond. Here, wait, let me just pull this sucker out. Yeah, this sucker, it's pretty freaking crazy. I got 2 down here on the bottom, and they're 2 gigantic nuts on the bottom, like I said earlier, and 4 on number 4. What, 3? Yeah, it looks like 2 halves and a whole one on number 3. 2.5 half ones and a whole one on 2. And what the heck is that? A whole one, a half one, and a chunk of one on number 1.
Hey, Paco, Aaron,
What's up,
Bear.
Paco?
You want to specify the Aaron? We'll just call him Bear.
And number 3 is what Rob held out on. That was the last one he did. I guess is, hey, that's his favorite one: Carolina Reaper, chocolate bootla, and Carolina Reaper powder.
Hmm.
Thought Rob loved the bootla.
I guess not that much.
What's up, Bear?
So is Cody? Are you still in the chat? I had a question for Cody.
Was. And Batman said, when I see overreacting, makes me want to stop watching. Same here.
Yeah,
I want honest reactions. If you can't take it and that's honest, that's fine. I don't care.
that's why I stopped watching this live stream because I think it's a bunch of overreaction.
Daggone actors.
Oh, hey Cody, I sent you a Hangouts message. Okay, so the seed you sent me for the pink carbonara, what color is that pod? Because the ones I have on it now are orange, and I never grew the pink carbonara. And I was wondering if it's really supposed to be pink or whatever color it is. Because my Sherwood carbonara is, that's an orangish one too. So I know I did get mixed up, but just curious.
And Aaron, I can't tell you how to take the candies that Raymond's got, because Troll said he's going to send me some, but I haven't got them yet. But I don't know what the timeline was, but Russ just said that he got the candies, so maybe I'm behind that. Not to mention, Russ seems to get things way before I do too.
Okay, so he says he thinks they were more of an orange color. He thought he got it from Dave. Okay, well they're orangish color, so that's all I wanted to know. I mean, they're pretty damn close to ripe. I probably could try one now, but it's still a little bit of green on it. I don't want to do that. So
I forgot all about these things. Yeah, I got ghost pepper candy. I had this
oh, yeah,
stuff
that's
for a
from your
while.
Christmas present, right?
Yeah, I've had a bunch of them. They were pretty good. Yeah, Buchalokia pepper. Those weren't bad at all. I don't know about how the Reaper candy is, but comfy. Yeah, I remember Troll was saying something like, "Oh, hey Rev, I'll send you some of the candies. Is that okay?" And pretty sure I didn't answer, and his reaction was, "Okay, I'll send them to you." So I guess that was a nonverbal agreement.
Right.
And I thought he forgot about it, but the last time I saw him on Raymond's, he was like, "Yeah, I sent some to you, Rev." And so I guess it's on its way. Might have got held up at the imaginary line, but
I mean, he was explaining the color thing. That's just like my my Mojo Blue Ghost. They're purple. I mean, pure purple. But apparently they turn red. So you kind of think, why the hell they call them blue? I guess they are technically bluish purple, I guess, in a way, until they ripen. So, but that's what they look like right now. They're freaking bluish purple, ghost pepper looking things. So, pretty neat.
Matt, I haven't. Have you made candy, Charles?
I got a recipe from Gage and haven't made it yet, though. I've been doing everything with the garden. I mean, I'm pretty. I haven't been. I've made one sauce that was new that I started selling a few bottles of. Other than that, I've been doing everything in my garden. I'm trying to get that thing squared away. So that's taking up all my time. So if I'm not at work, I'm not on the live stream, I'm not out at breweries or whatever, I'm usually in the garden working on the plants. So
Yeah, I should correct that. I have made candy before, but I haven't made spicy candy before. Like when I was young, me and my mom used to make candy all the time. Pop out the candy thermometer, pop it in the pan, make sure you keep stirring it and stuff like that. I mean, we've done that, but I've never made spicy candy. I mean, it was pretty easy back then, so I'm sure it's not that hard,
well, the
but
recipe I got you do in the microwave. You pop everything in the microwave. So you just put it in a Pyrex container, like a measuring cup or whatever.
hmm,
Just just pour it out.
that'll be a lot quicker.
Yeah. But yep, that's pretty much all I do. I finally got my spacing and everything spaced out today. The lines I put out, they got them all hooked up. I got to redo a line now, considering that the method I decided to puncture the holes with failed because of my rushing and I'm tired. So
Well,
I'll
hey,
get it
Matt.
done.
No, good.
No, I'm just saying I'll get it done.
Well, Matt, he's saying the trick with the candy so it doesn't burn, get it 270 or 275, pull it off, pour it into the pan, then sprinkle the powder on. What if you get it to 270, 275, sprinkle the powder in, stir it in real good, then pour it into the pan? Wouldn't that make it like more throughout the candy as opposed to maybe just on top or, whatever drops into the candy kind of thing? That way, it'd be all stirred up. I don't know. I've never made spicy candy, but
I may make some soon. We'll see.
yeah.
I guess I've been
Okay.
wanting to do that, but like I said, other things are taking priority.
That's a good point you just put. It'll burn up or incinerate. Put the powder in. So, hmm.
Did anyone did anyone play the guessing game with Rev today? If you haven't, you can always check it out and play the guessing game along with him.
Gotta wait for the chat to catch up.
Yeah.
Guessing
I mean,
game.
I watched Food Wishes, and he made the other day celery sorbet. I was like, how is this? I don't know about this one, but he swears it's good, using celery and lemon juice or whatever, and then making a sorbet out of it. But I'm not picturing. I'm not getting a good picture of how that may actually taste. Celery soft serve sorbet or whatever. I don't know. I don't know about that one. But I like to watch Food Wishes. Joe's phone is tripping. The Boss Burger Man is in the house. Or he actually just said hello, and it's family night. So check out Yaya eating a Boss Burger.
Oh yeah, that thing looks awesome. I was so mad I missed that. I was in the middle of shooting today's video whenever he made that. I saw it, it came up on my feed, and I was like, oh, sweet. I clicked on it, and he was there for like with music playing for like 8 seconds, and then it went away. And I was like, no, man, what the heck? And then I noticed it was like, yeah, it'll go live in like 20 minutes. And I'm like, I can make a video in 20 minutes. And I went in, and it took like 36. And of course, Missed the entire thing. But thanks, Russ. Hope you're having fun with the family.
Yeah, Kyle said I should try it, making the celery sorbet. I don't know if I have an ice. Oh, I don't have an ice cream maker. I could do it the old-fashioned way, but I don't want to do that.
The old fashioned way with the rock ice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember doing that like back in the 80s.
I did that with my grandparents all the time.
We were at my grandparents' house
Had that like little wooden
with the
thing
crank
right around
handle. Yeah, I love that.
it. So
Great. What was it like? Ice and like cream and like sugar. You'd put all of it in there and just crank that crank for a while. And
yeah. Well, the modern ones are so neat. You have like a little blade, and once that thing is chilled, and it just starts incorporating everything off the edges, and starts just it does everything on its own. It's all automated, so no more cranking or nothing. But when you're a kid, I guess it's fun. You're getting a workout.
you know,
Well, that's just, I mean, like you were saying about the candy. I mean, shit, I used to make candy with my grandmother all the time. Make sure you get to the hard boil stage and all that other stuff, and where it is on the candy thermometer when you're making
mhm.
divinity or the different fudges or whatever else we're making. So, we were always making something.
My biggest thing I remember from making homemade ice cream was my grandma was, or it wasn't even my grandma. I think it was my aunt, but it was at my grandma's house. But they were like putting the ice in there, and I'm like, ice? What the heck is going on? They're like, well, ice cream, and I'm like, okay, but yeah, I'm pretty sure there's not ice in ice cream. And then they would put like cream in there, and they're like, yeah, ice cream. You like put that in there and a little bit of sugar, and I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not how you make ice cream. And they would just put all that stuff in there and they would start hitting that crank. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still pretty sure that's not how you make ice cream. And I remember like it went from like chunks of ice and cream and sugar. And next thing you know, like you had like crude ice cream. And I was so amazed. I was like, wow, like I can't believe that actually worked. I mean, looking back, it's kind of stupid to think that it wouldn't work. Ice cream. I mean, for crying out loud, what is ice cream? Ice, cream, and sugar. Makes sense that it would make it, but I don't know. As a little kid, I was like, there's no way this is going to work. And I remember like sitting there watching it and they would crank it for a while and then pop the top. And I'd be like, see, I told you it's not working. And they would put the top back on. They'd be cranking that thing, more and more. They'd pop the top off. And I'm like, it looks a little more, but I'm telling you, it's not going to work. I mean, it was all in my head. I was saying this. And they
Yeah,
would just keep on cranking it. And eventually I'm like, wow, it's kind of like soft serve.
right. It kind of works out. Yeah, Eber, it takes forever. They get a slight peachy color. Some are darker peach than others. Most people get impatient and pick them like when they're getting that right before peachy color to dark yellow, when they're like a dark yellow kind of color, and
Yeah,
then or
I like
whatever it is. So
I like to pick when they're like a golden peach.
yeah, they'll get a like a dark yellow golden color, and then they'll have that pink tint to it in a way. But that usually takes about 5 weeks.
Yeah, or longer. If you
Or
get
8 weeks or 10, like eternity. So you can grow, you can already start another season and get everything going in double cups by the time you get a pod off of them damn things. Pretty much. I
yeah,
mean,
when you see
honestly,
them,
you can really do that. No, that's not bull. I mean, you can go and start a plant and get it going and have it damn ready before you can get that. It's just like Rob was saying about the lettuce seeds. Hell, you could before you after you it bolts and start to seed and everything. Hell, you could already grew more lettuce. So anyway, but that's besides the point.
yeah, and my favorite way to harvest the sugar rush peach is when they are like peach peach. I mean, they are a dark peach color.
Yep.
Those are usually the best.
But I'm not growing them this year, so it didn't work out. So I'm growing the red.
I've never had any other sugar rush but peach.
So yep, doing the doing the Sugar Rush Red. I thought I was doing the peach, and that was when I was gonna overwinter them, and that didn't work out. And I only had one that overwintered after all the bugs in that other tent. So it's all good. You can't grow everything every year. So, uh, I have plenty of varieties to choose from.
What do you mean, Chad? The entire plant or the pods themselves? Well, I guess the pods themselves. That would be
Well, I
some.
mean, you're talking like that big if it's the whole plant, but the pods are about that big.
My pods are pretty small. They're only about that big, but they're indoor too.
Plant, the whole plant's 5 inches. Isn't that grown or what? Or did you just plant it?
I think he was late.
Oh, yeah. I see people on PLC. They're just starting.
I know that always cracks me up because I've been started since New Year's.
Yeah, I think I waited a little bit longer. I started my contest plants second week in November or whatever the hell it was. But other than that, everything else was like next year. I'm waiting till February. I'm not. I'm not even. Yeah, I'm waiting till February. I'm going later and later. Like I said, I may. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to play around with the plants so damn long. So they'll do fine. Hell, you get them out there, 5, 6, 7 inches tall. Shit, you get a good rainstorm, they're 2 foot now. So
Hey, Chad, have your Sugar Rush forked yet? I noticed a majority of all my Sugar Rush, they forked really, really early, and they look like small trees. I mean, if you saw my update from today, I mean, they're like this tall and they forked. And then above that, they're about this tall and it's just branch, 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 branch. I mean, they look like a small tree. But I mean, that's one of the weird things that I've found about Sugar Rush. I don't know if it's the Sugar Rush that I'm growing because I'm on third or fourth generation of Sugar Rush in my area. So that could be a whole different thing. As opposed to if I sent Chad seeds that I have right now and he started growing them. Like 4 seasons from now, if he saves seeds, like he might have completely different results. But I've noticed with my area, those Sugar Rush, they like get big enough and fork immediately and just start putting off branches everywhere. And they just pop off pods like crazy. Yeah, and all mine are indoors too, Chad.
my plant last year was 22 inches tall, and I harvested 298. Was it? Wasn't that my? I think because I won the Sugar Rush contest last year, so I had two of them, and they're both about the same height, and both of them had equal amount of pods almost. One was like right behind it, but it just like like a bell pepper height, and that sucker just everywhere, just like shishitos. Shishitos are crazy too. They're freaking. They go crazy. They're just like everywhere. You're like damn. Every time you go, you're like damn. More shishitos. You never run out of the damn things. But they're great though. They're great to cook with.
My
So,
biggest producer has been well, my peach ghost was really good. Sugar rush peach are always good, but they usually take forever to ripen. But
yeah.
the dragon cayenne, oh my god, those things, like, they'll put off a pod and like a week and a half later the pod's ripe. I mean, you can just pull those things off, and the more pods you pull off, the more pods it puts off, and they just go absolutely nuts.
It's like all the Mexican peppers, like the arbol and the pekin, all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're flying through stuff. Joe, I know for a fact that I know because I've ate him. Scott Tippett is. He's growing. I know he's at least growing the peach ghost jammy.
Nice. Is that the same chocolate habanero seeds that I sent you, Chad? That was a while ago. Pretty sure. Well, I think last year JT said he had some chocolate habaneros, but they didn't make it. And those were seeds that I sent him. Pretty sure I
Last year I
sent.
grew a chocolate habanero and it was red.
Hmm.
And it only produced like a handful, but it was a not that great a plant.
Dave sent me some chocolate habanero seeds, and I grew them, and it actually popped off a bunch.
Yeah.
I mean, not a lot, but a bunch.
Yeah, it's all good. I got plenty of habaneros. I have a
That's
whole
one thing I've never been able to actually grow is just a regular old habanero, like
yeah.
an orange or a red.
Yep. Yep. I have the orange one I got from Brando. The seeds he sent me, they produced like crazy last year. I mean, that one went crazy. Just that one plant. So I'm growing that, and lemon habaneros, and the Batman's FL pineapple habanero, the Kukulkan habanero, the Mayan, like the Mayan red, I think it's called, or whatever, or something like similar to it. So many habanero types. Uh, Paper lantern. Um, yeah, it's just a bunch of different habaneros.
So paper lantern is a habanero.
Yeah, it's a habanero type.
Gotcha. I never knew what kind it was.
Oh, oh crap, I can't pronounce the name. Aldeberto Aldeberto habanero, something like that. It like produces in clusters, like grapes. It's like if you ever look at that, it's like a weird. It's a habanero that all of them are like big clusters. So I was growing that one for that reason. I've got plenty more. I can't remember all of them. Got
And
some.
Matt, I tried to grow the Caribbean red. I never had luck with that, but might have been the same thing. Maybe the second year would have been much better than the first.
And then, like I said, I got a bunch of habanero types, which they consider. You know, I got a bunch of those from like Sea Spring and stuff. Uh, those are more. Oh, the habanada. But that doesn't have no heat. Paper lantern. The cool pecan. The orange habanero. All the lightning. So peach, yellow, and chocolate. I got multiple ones of those. Um, other ones. So I know I have the yellow lemon habanero. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, that'd be cool, Matt. I'd try a couple of them. I bought store bought Caribbean red, and I never got one to actually grow into a plant, let alone give me a pod. And then there was another one. Can't remember where the heck I got it from. Um, I want to say somebody sent it to me from the Pepper Lovers, but it was just plain old. It didn't say habanero. It just said Caribbean red,
Mm.
and it might have been the same exact thing. But I tried those ones a bunch of times and exhausted those seeds. Never got one out of them either.
Yeah.
Plant, I mean, let alone a pod. But hang on a second. Real quick.
So that seems good though. That's a lot of pods. Anytime you get over 100 pods per plant, that's doing pretty good. Yeah, Joe. My chocolate habanero was well over 5 foot as well. It just didn't produce anything. That's the only thing. It was one of the few plants that didn't produce very well for me. There's a lot of them that I'm excited about. So, um, especially when they start forming pods. I think one of the most interesting ones that I have right now is a 7 pot bubblegum pale yellow. I really like the way that one looks. So I'm kind of waiting to try that one. That one looks pretty interesting. I think my problem, Joe, was that I don't know. I think a lot of my plants last year grew tall, but they didn't. I don't think they produced what they could have. I had big plants, but a lot of the big plants didn't produce as well as a lot of the mid-sized ones or what have you. So I don't know. I think there was factors involved in that. They look cool in my garden area, but if they're not going to do anything, it's kind of a waste almost. Welcome back, Cody. Yeah, most of mine last year were in 3 gallons. I had like 10 of them in 5 gallons, two of them in 7 gallons. Uh, but they all were pretty tall, even in a 3 gallon smart fabric pot. They were smart pots last year, but um, they all did pretty well. Yeah, Matt, we were talking about that before we went live. That's what I told Rev beforehand. I'm cutting all my stuff back. It ain't gonna get 6 7 foot tall this year. I'm not dealing with that. So I'm looking for more bushy plants that are in that 3 to 4 foot range. So we'll see how it goes. Except for my Dorset Naga, that's the only one that I'm letting grow as big as it wants to get. So all the other ones may get cut back, and we shall see how things work out. For me, the other reason is I want to make sure I can actually get in the garden. That's why I'm going to also prune and cut back. So there's several reasons why I'm going to do that this year.
And I agree with you, Matt, on the more you prune it, the taller or the bushier they get. But I don't know. There's something to just letting your plant just do its thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually have enough room to do that too. I'm not like what Charles is talking about, where he's got limited room where they're going to grow into each other, kind of thing. But then you want to trim them back. But you got the room. I don't know. I like just letting them do their thing.
Well,
See what
my
they.
thing is quantity too. I mean, I have 180 plants. I mean, if I had it down to a reasonable level, I'd have as many, uh, the room to do whatever. I mean, it's not my space is not small. I just have so many damn plants.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I said, I mean, it just originally I wanted to do 150, and somehow another 30 got in.
It's
So
weird how that happens.
it is, but I mean, it is what it is, and we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure it'll work out fine in the end. Later, Chad. Have a good evening.
Yeah. Have a good meeting.
There's no little pictures of who is on the video because it's just me and Tom or Rev.
Yep.
That is
So
why. We're going to be replacing our pictures on the live streams with a picture of a serpent's head.
Yeah, in place of our head. So it'll just be a serpent's head with like eyeballs and like a little makeshift mouth that keeps moving weirdly, not in tune with the way we're talking. What's up, Gage? Speaking of serpent's head, there's Gage.
Yes, that's what I was mentioning. I was bringing that up. I would be falling asleep too, Eber, because me and Rev are pretty boring. So there's
Yeah.
nothing very lively going on and kind of monotone and occasionally laughing and what have you. So I would be going to sleep too.
Yeah. You want to talk about falling asleep? You should have seen me after the live stream on Friday. Because apparently we were having so much fun, I ended up just passing right out. Sorry, everybody that was on the live stream on Friday. Not in the or that were in the live stream, not or on the live stream, not in the live stream. I already apologized to everybody, so it's all good. I hope.
I wasn't watching.
Oh well, even if you watch it back, everything's fine. But after that was all over, I was like, "Ah, let's go ahead and end it." And then, like, I don't know, half hour after that, I was just just passed out. Yeah, same thing here, Gage. I have no clue what a serpent's head is, but apparently, I will find out thanks to Batman and a bottle of vodka when he delivers it.
Yeah, he's gonna meet Rev in the upcoming week or so. So they're planning an outing.
Ouch. I tried to tell him like, maybe you should hold on to it yourself and keep all the glory just to yourself. But guess he thinks it'd be much better to pass on that glory. Thanks, Gage. Well, to be perfectly honest, let's give credit where credit's due. I think Susie was more hilarious than I was. I was just kind of rolling with the punches, but yeah, she cracks me up. She's one of my favorite Canadians. Jeez, oh man.
I enjoy it. I sold a couple bottles, and the people who bought them said they enjoyed it as well. So I went through half a bottle at work. Not a bottle. What I hold on. This is my personal. You know what I'm talking about.
Jeez, that's a lot of stuff there, Eber. 12-hour shift, then Deadpool 2, cookout grocery, or cookout and grocery shopping. What is Got Pelicans and then coming home? What is Got Pelicans?
So this is what I have for the home and work. The squeeze bottles. So they're way bigger than the bottles you sell. I went through half of it at work and pretty good amount here. I like it, so I was pleased with it.
I like those bottles. Those are cool.
I only had 99 cents at the grocery store.
Uh, I gotta see if they got them at mine. I don't think they do, but maybe I should check like the dollar store or something.
Yeah. No, I'm going to do that this summer though, Matt. There's another one also. Uh, that God, I forgot what it was. I saw a sign on the side of the road, kind of promoting that. So there's a couple of farmers markets I'm going to try to sell out this year if everything works out. Like I said, it's too early to tell yet. I could have a crap season, but I'm hoping not. Just Joe just hit me up. I have that one, and I still have like the orange bucking Baja. I don't know if you tried that one. So
which is really good, by the way.
I'm gonna make another one probably next week.
Eber says that pelicans are snow cones. I've never heard of that.
Hmm.
And Gage, you were entertained? Thanks. I blame that on Susie. Thank you, Aaron. Says you guys are an awesome little community here. Love this passion for peppers. If you love just what we're talking about here, check out the Pepper Lovers community on Google Plus. It's even bigger of a passion over there.
Well, most of us, well, I would say almost all of us are on there anyway.
I don't know if Aaron is though. Is Aaron usually over on the Pepper Lovers? Because I've been really slack this
Or
year.
not, but I'm saying the majority of the others are. Yeah, so I'm gonna check out the different farmers markets in the area. Hopefully, I'll be selling single flat rate boxes this year with different varieties because I have 140 varieties. So you may get something you never had. Just saying. So I have quite a few varieties. I'll be making more sauces later in the year as well. And yes, I will be making more Beauregard's Inferno because I've been asked that a lot. But I have to wait for two peppers to start producing. So, well, really one, the main one, and I'm growing three of them this year. So I'm gonna have enough. So I need chocolate Trinidad Maruga scorpions. So that's the main thing. That's the majority of it. So
Yeah, and Aaron, if you said you haven't been there before, if you just go to Google and type in Pepper Lovers Community, I'm pretty sure it's the top link. But it's if you type in Pepper Lovers Community, Pepper Lovers Community, and then G plus, it should be the top link, and you'll know it because the top pinned link is the moderator from Susan Garza. As long as you see that, that's the one we're talking about. It's what 13 what was it at last time I looked? 13,430 members. So if you like peppers and stuff like that, go check that out.
and Eber, yes, I am going to do that. I don't want to tell everything I was going to do, but like last year I did seed giveaway for subscriptions. I'll do that stuff again. So that'll be coming up. And then I also trade as well. So if you like to trade stuff, that's another thing I like to do. If you like to trade box for box or whatever else, that's another thing I like to do.
Sweet. Aaron just joined the Pepper Lovers community. You'll love that, man.
Because if you're looking for seeds, the single flat rate box from all the members on PLC Marketplace is the best deal to get seeds because you get to eat the fruit and you get plenty of seeds, and it's all works out to be in like usually $18. I think that's the going rate for a single flat rate box, generally shipped. So you minus the 750, 720, well $7 shipping. You're looking at $11 for 20 to 30 pods, usually 20 ish pods, and you know, go buy seeds for less than 40 something cents a bag for for 10 seeds. You can't do it, and you get to try it to see if you really want to grow it. Because I mean, a lot of people buy seeds and are like, yeah, this sounds good. And then you grow it, and you're like, I don't like this pepper at all. Just like a ghost pepper. Like people who just try ghost peppers and they go, oh man, the taste of this is just, I don't know if I can actually go through with it. That kind of crap.
Oh, it's just a ghost pepper. Yeah, and Aaron, just like Batman said, the Pepper Lovers community on G Plus, it's the only one with a crazy guy that thinks he's Batman. Personally, I like to think that he is Batman.
And personally, I think he's crazy. So that, yeah, we're even. I'm just messing with you, man.
I don't think he's crazy. He throws boxes at the camera and stuff whenever like things are too hot. I love it.
It's mother
Says
bitch.
mother bitch. That's some of my favorite things in the world. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have this this death nut box over here after it's done and everything. And if that freaking serpent's head vodka is too hot, I just wail it at the camera and yell mother bitch. And
Mother bitch. Where'd you learn that from, Batman?
exactly. Oh my god, that was. You have no clue how hard and long I laughed at that, Batman. Your stream was over for like 10 minutes and I was still laughing.
Yeah. Mother bitch. You ain't gonna win this battle, Death Nuts.
I don't like your tone. Oh my god, man.
And you can check him out on Thursdays, Bat and Bear Show.
Yes, 10
And,
o'clock p.m. Eastern on Make It Wane on the YouTube.
yep.
Should be Aaron Hernandez the bear and Make It Wane the bat.
I don't know who's the guest for this week, but
I can vouch for whoever it is. I really don't care who it is because I've seen every single one so far, and I liked every single person that's been on there so far.
right.
Bitch nuts. Yeah. Oh man. Like Joe said, Batman is off the chain. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Anything Batman and Squirrel is hilarious.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
We need to hook up Batman and Rob and just have them swap stories about squirrels.
Yeah,
Because
that happened to a lot of people, man. I saw that. He was posting something about a squirrel today. Um, I think he's in Canada. What was it? Lloyd. He was saying about what should do about these damn squirrels. I think it's an epidemic.
I think if Rob shared his stories with Batman, Batman would just be so aggravated with squirrels that he would amp up Rob.
Yep.
Because when Rob tells us, like, we're always like, oh, yeah, you know, squirrels will do that. But, like, Batman gets so mad at the squirrels.
And remember on in like the third week of January is Squirrel Appreciation Day. I think it's January 21st. So don't forget that, everyone. Squirrel Appreciation Day.
Yep. And don't
Show, show
forget
everyone how you appreciate those squirrels.
that you can appreciate the squirrels by eating them. They're very, very tasty.
Very tasty. Not much meat on them, but tasty.
No, that's why you got to get a bunch of them. Some barbecue sauce, throw them over the grill. Yeah, they're good. But we said the same thing about Bambi and bunnies and stuff like that too.
Which are also they're all good meat.
That means it's Memorial Day for that squirrel.
I've been seeing still a lot of damn rabbits around here. I just hope they don't find my way in the way to the garden.
Luckily, I haven't seen. I've been. I can't remember when we moved in here. 20 or 2003, 2004, something like that. I've only seen rabbits in my yard one time. I saw them twice in 1 year, and that's it. Only that 1 year. And I know their rabbits have like I don't know. You should Google it. That would tell you much better information. But apparently, rabbits are on like a 7 year cycle where they will be practically wiped out, and then they will come back, and there'll be like a lot, or there'll be some, and then more, and then a lot, and then a lot more, and then even more than that. And then the seventh year, they practically get wiped out. Like I forget if they said it was like a virus or like bacteria or whatever it is, but something will wipe them out. And then they just come back strong, but then they get wiped out. It's kind of like nature keeping them in check. But
Hmm.
I don't know if that's exactly true, but I've heard that from a lot of people. What's up, Blumberg?
Lumber. He's saying squirrels are bastards.
They can be. Ask Rob. Well, the other Rob. Well, according to Rob, this is the other Rob, but I never call Blumberg the other Rob. I always call him Blumberg. If I had a choice, I would call Blumberg Rob, and I would call the other guy Rob of.
I'm saying, well, actually, I think we should have a pause and a moment of silence.
For that squirrel. Poor squirrel. I bet he tasted good.
You cook them right.
Absolutely. Oh, that's funny stuff, man. Am I supposed to show this picture?
I don't know about that one.
I
I,
won't show it, but you can imagine what it'd be like if I did.
I don't think anyone here would say anything.
Eh, it'd be on the record.
That's true.
I like that picture there, Batman. If you knew how many things that I have taken out around here, like when I had ducks and squirrels, I set out a have a heart trap, and I can't tell you how many raccoons that I took out. It started off like I was like, we'll just drive them up the road like 30 miles and let them go up there and they won't come back. And it started like that. And because I was driving there anyway. But then, like, after a while, I'm like, you know what? Heck with these stupid things. And I ended up getting, I don't know if you've ever seen them, but if you've ever seen, like, not the 22 long rifle bullets, but the regular little tiny
For sure.
22 bullets, but
Sure.
they don't have any powder in them. They only have a primer,
Yeah.
and they're for like whenever you're trapping, so that whenever you dispatch an animal, it pretty much puts the bullet into the head, but it doesn't come out of the head.
Right.
I was using one of those things and taking out some raccoons that way for a while. Yeah, I took out a lot of raccoons before I realized I could keep doing this forever, and those things are never going to go away. No, I was killing the raccoons and the possums, Batman. I never killed the squirrels, though. That's the funny thing. We have a ton of hawks around here, and they were taking out the squirrels. No, Matt, I never sold the pelts, but a lot of the people in my family they would do that. A lot of like growing up, I was big into helping trapping. skinning and stuff like that. But as far as like doing it myself, nah, not so much. I don't mind getting rid of an animal, but it's not that I have anything against it. It's just work. But raccoons, they're usually like 10 to 12 bucks a pelt, something like that. If you get a fox, they're like, they could be like 20 to 30 bucks a pelt. But around here, you're not allowed to kill a fox no matter what, period. Like, I don't know what it is if you run one over on the road. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's like an accident kind of thing. But as far as like intentionally killing a fox, you're not allowed to do that whatsoever, which is so weird because I tried my hand at trapping behind my house. I was like, we'll get some possum and some raccoon and some nutria and maybe some muskrat and stuff like that. I started trapping. The only thing I would catch is fox over and over and over to the point where I gave up trapping because all I was doing was catching fox and I would have to like take my jacket off, throw it over the fox and like kind of cover it up, get its foot out of the trap and then like let it go and it would run off. Half the time my jacket would like go with it half the way, through the forest. But it would like take off and that was it. I'd have to reset the trap, set it again. The next day, I'd come out, got another fox, which is really weird because I was not masking the scent of the trap whatsoever, which is what you should do if you're actually trapping. And I never did that, and I was catching fox after fox after fox. But that just shows how many fox are around here. But according to the state, you're not allowed to kill a fox around here. East of, I forget, Route 40 or no, it's got to be an odd number because it's up and down. It's not 95. Whatever. We'll call it 95 because that's way west of me anyway. But you're not allowed to trap fox. Yeah, a lot of dogs are good for hunting coons. Pretty much all they do is tree them. Same with like mountain lions and stuff like that. They don't like actually go up against the mountain lion. They just, scare it so it goes up a tree, and then you come along and you shoot it out of the tree.
From moderate to severe RA or
That's hilarious, Beatty. Squirrels trying to bury peanuts in his fabric pots, even though it was just the outer peanut shells.
yeah, this is. I was trying to find this. I was watching that Grow Your Greens at home or whatever earlier, and they were showing this trade show.
Oh yeah, where the thumbnail said 2017, but the actual name was like 2018.
No, it was the plant egg. So they had they used I guess gelatin capsules or whatever for like pharmaceuticals or whatever when your prescription. But they put um, like bacteria mycorrhiza or something, the seed, a little bit of fertilizer, and everything inside the little capsule, and you plant the capsule, and then they said the germination rate. Well, this company does. The germination rate is a lot better, and it has like stuff taken out of the capsule for like a little bit of nutrients or something to get it going or something. But you just pick your seed or whatever it is. So zucchini or cucumbers or whatever else, and you get like 12 capsules for like $5, and you just plant the capsule. Anyway, it's kind of neat.
Yeah, and the gelatin breaks down with the water and eventually releases right into the soil.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty creative. So I wouldn't have thought about doing that.
Good idea. Yeah, around here, like mainly west of me. I mean, obviously not around where I live, but to the west of me. That's where they, I guess, no, I guess they do it in Virginia too. But I guess that's where they start growing peanuts there in like south down to like Georgia and stuff like that. Which I
Uh,
never knew that peanuts grow in the ground.
yes.
I didn't know that until, me and my dad went deer hunting one time and he was like, "Oh yeah, these plants are peanuts." And I'm like, "Where are the peanuts?" And he started digging them up out of the ground. And I'm like, "What the heck? Like peanuts are in the ground?" And they are not good if you dig them up out of the ground and try to eat them. They are horrible. That's why every time you see peanuts, they're always dried out.
Yeah, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I mean, there's two ways of going about it. It's like you want to do a lot of sauces, or do you want to do a lot of the boxes, or whatever have you. So if you do boxes and stuff, I think Dave was telling me then the varieties help out better. Plus, to be honest, I like to look at all these things. These are totally cool when you have so many varieties. So if you're limited to say 50 or 50, I don't know about 50 varieties, but say 10 or so varieties, and you grow so many X amount of each, it just not the same as looking at the garden. So, and I'm looking at options for next year. I think I'm gonna do what I'm doing now. I mean, everything's laid out, so I may grow a bunch of different varieties next year as well. I imagine I'll get new seeds throughout the year for something that I don't have, and something I want to try to grow next year. But definitely, I'm going to keep a record this year of which ones I definitely like, so I know if I like it. So I'm going to make a sheet, a Google sheet out of that, and have it marked. So I'm like, kind of like beers you try, which ones you like or which ones you don't, so I can remember. So if it's a winner or not. So far, I mean, I've only tried a handful this year. Most have been the Mojos because I started those so early, but they're not. They're a lot of them aren't so great. But the peach habanero, lightning habanero is really good. That Griff was really good. Um, Forgot what else I've had, but yeah. So I'm just gonna keep experimenting. I've got a bunch of them down the pike here that I'm ready to try. See how those are. All right, see you later, Aaron.
Later, Aaron. Nice chatting with you too, man. Just pop some of this ghost pepper candy.
Did any good?
Yeah, I forgot. It's real fruity.
Well, that's a good thing, man.
I don't know if it's going to show up, but there are some pepper flakes in it. Maybe
Yeah,
it'll pop up.
it's really hard to tell. It looks like a good color though, the candy.
Yeah, it's like a super blue. You can see all those little specks in there. Those are all the pepper flakes.
Yeah, because I mean, 80 varieties is still a lot. That's so many.
Yeah, especially if you have two of each. That's 160 plants.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's only a few that I'm growing like doubles or triples of. Most of those are all king stars, minus the lemon starburst. I'm growing eight, so I have eight of those.
Got to put that in your video title.
I
W
will. I
Gang
mean,
Bum.
yeah. So we'll see. I know that Eric, he was showing he had a really cool phenos on his as well already this year, Petro. So his are looking pretty good. So I have, like I said, they're different phenos and actually different plants. I have five or six plants that have pods on them already. So looking forward to trying one. And Blumberg said he has a Dorset Naga pod. That's cool. I only have a handful of those too, but mine's still in the growing stage. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, just look at Rob, not Blumberg, Z. You know, when he was having a tough time deciding on what he wanted to plant. When you start getting all these varieties, you're like, what the hell do I plant? It's like you want to go and have the handful to dozen that you know you like because everybody has favorites and everybody knows there's like 10 or 12 that you want to grow. And then after that, it's just like it starts getting fuzzy and you're like, damn, what do I grow? Should I try this one? Should I try that one? You start getting indecisive and you're like, damn, I don't know if I should do that or not. Or I want to grow this one really bad. So,
That's why I'm pretty good, good and pleased about what I've got growing this year. A majority are all Naga or not Nagas, Ahis.
yeah. So now Brazilian brain strains.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I'm not growing that one. I'm just doing the Brazilian ghost, not the brain strain.
If I was making sauces, I could see Brazilian brain strain being a good one, but I don't really have a good reason to grow Brazilian brain strain. Unless, you want to see another video where I end up like editing out me puking.
Hmm.
Well, I'm sure everybody wants to see that, but
Yes, it's a pay per view special. Watch Rev Barf.
join my Patreon.
If you'd like to
It's gonna be
see
a
more,
bonus video.
if you'd like to see more of this type of content, then join Rose Patreon.
Even still, I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah, well, they still said the Brazilian ghost is really wicked too.
I'm sure.
So I've got a couple pods already on that. So um, I think it's reds. I think the reds are I got pods on them, not the chocolate. Cody said he's got a chocolate one that's ripening.
Blumberg got some leggy ahi lemons that are now getting big and fat in the ground.
Yeah, my lemons are real bushy. They're just right now they're not going tall like the other ones. I
Yeah,
have
mine
one,
are super tall.
I have one lemon that's going real tall, and I have one lemon that's like going real wide. It's kind of weird. But
Kind of like opposites.
yeah, they're still next to each other because they can just kind of grow into each other. It's just hard to control ahis because they just grow so damn weird. So that's why I got those on the fence line. So the fence can support them too, since they all like take different paths and usually shoot up all different damn directions.
Yeah, Joe, I've got practically nothing but ahis this year. I got like a Whey Fatale, two Boot Orange Copenhagen crossed with pineapple. I can't even remember what else I have, but the rest are all ahis. Ahi lemon, ahi mango, ahi jabito, ahi pineapple. There's Kangstar white ties. That's a majority of what I'm growing.
I'm growing those too. All the above.
All of the above. That's the opposite of Brewster's Millions, which was none of the above.
None of the above.
Man, I forgot about these candies. They're pretty good.
See? You found something you like, which most people like. Most people like some type of candy.
Because the AC wasn't on, they're all kind of stuck together. Probably put them in the freezer or something.
Yeah, that'd be fun because you could have an adventure trying to get them all separated and peeled off of the whatever packaging that they come in.
Well, they're all mainly stuck to each other.
Oh, okay.
Like they just melted into each other, which I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was blueberry, which is what I just tried, and watermelon. And Dave like grabbed one pack of each, and then like my pack was watermelon, and he got a pack of each, and then I guess he kept the blueberry and put half the water or half the blueberry into this watermelon, and then half the watermelon in this pack into his blueberry.
Oh, okay.
But they're pretty dang good. Ghost pepper candy from Flamethrower Candy Company. In case anybody wants to get some.
Hmm.
Not a paid sponsor. 'Cause,
Not yet.
yeah, hit me up. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, we'd like to sponsor you, but you need to eat one every single live stream. All right.
Well, I mean, it's nothing to them. So,
Well, that's true.
well, I guess it depends on what their sponsor, what they're giving you for their sponsorship.
That would be hilarious. They were like actually giving money. I'd be like, yeah, I need about like 150 packs of these things. Just start sending it out to people. Like, hey, can you make it on Wednesday? Yeah, here, I'm gonna send you a pack. Like, you got to eat at least one of them. So hit me up, flamethrower candy.
You should do a video.
Yeah, I should.
Maybe they will.
Maybe I should just hit them up on the Twitter at the Toe of Satan one or the Instagram, the Toe of Satan. Oh, and Facebook, they're the Flamethrower Candy Company. What the hell is it? Oh, the toeofsatan.com is their website. Not a sponsor. Exactly. Like Joe said, brought to you by Carl's Jr. Why do you keep saying that? Because I get paid every time I do. What are you, dumbass?
Hmm.
So what else is going on, everybody? Already a Monday, so there's got to be tons of stuff going on.
Uh, Mainly, it's just been I think people spending time with family or barbecuing and just having a good time.
Hmm. Not me, Joe. Just watching the live stream.
Watching the sport, Joe, but I mean, it's not surprising what's happening. It's a reoccurrence of Sunday's game.
Would you catch Blumberg?
Or Saturday's game as well as Sunday. He caught fish. He caught a bluegill. He caught a bass. He caught a trout. I don't know this. I'm just rambling off names.
Nah, I haven't tried that, Beatty.
No,
I remember people brought it up. I can't remember if I actually saw it in the stores or if I saw it on like the Pepper Lovers,
that was it. Sold out in 7 minutes.
yeah,
You can only get it at Tabasco.
which makes me feel like I only saw that on Pepper Lovers.
Yeah, because I posted that I tried to buy it and I failed. And it's not that big a loss because I'm not the biggest fan of Tabasco. Now I do like Gage's Gbasco. That's a really good tasty sauce. But
I'd rather try that than Tabasco.
yeah, yeah. Damn dog, he's having a conniption fit. His tongue's out, snoring, wiggling his paws. He's having good dreams. Same thing with Fiona.
Yeah, I was gonna take a picture of my pit bull earlier. She was completely upside down with her legs up in the air and her tongue hanging out of her mouth. Both, all four legs straight up in the air, pointing to the sky.
See, Blumberg wasn't that far off
Yeah, you forgot Gar.
in the catfish and drum. Hell, I don't know what he. I mean, I kind of do because he. I don't know, really. He always catches so many damn different fish. If you're ever in the Tennessee area, you need to go hit up Blumberg's so he could be your guide. He could take you to some nice local ponds and put you on some fish. So that's Blumberg's guided fishing trips, and
.com.
he should do that. I think it would be a good business for him.
Yeah, not only that, he gets to do what he likes to do.
Because I mean, you see his fish, man. His fish are big. I mean, he catches some damn good fish. I mean, those are. I mean, hell, anybody who, oh, you woke up. Is this going to be good or bad? I'm thinking this is going to be. Oh, well, hold on. I need water.
So what you've been, Matt? You've been posting on Instagram instead of the YouTube. Depends on the way you look at it. I find there are way more people on YouTube than there are on Instagram. But that being said, I don't know anything about Instagram, so Heck yeah. Blumberg's fishingexplorations.com. Need to grab that website. Start pulling people in. Are you traveling through the Tennessee area? Would you like to catch big fish? Consider calling up Rob. He will get you on those big fish. Want to get on the big fish, but you don't want to go into like big lake or big river scenarios? Rather stick around the local creek type areas? He's got you covered. Want to get out there and maybe just only have some waders on and not have, buy an entire boat? Blumberg's got you covered. See, I could do the commercial for you. Ooh, spicy Starburst candies. That would be good. There you go. Make a YouTube video about that. Spicy Starburst candies. Bunch of hits off of that. What's up, Alex? No need to apologize. Being absent? You're newly married, dude. You could be absent all you want, man. Take care of that more. Wait, what the heck? My cat says why your dog licks his balls so much. Crazy little bastard, that's a female. Go on, get out of here, cat. Yeah.
What's up, Alex?
Hilarious. Your cat is crazy, Batman. Nice. Towel in the bathroom. That's a good upgrade, Alex.
Yeah, it's really good work. I saw pictures of it. Same old thing with me. Fixing to get up early to go to work, in 6, 7 hours. Working in the garden, messing up the drip lines, that kind of thing. Fun stuff. Hmm. Is that meaning you want to go outside? All right.
Was that Fiona?
No, that was Maverick.
Oh, that was pretty girly for Maverick.
Oh yeah, he has a lot of girly sounds. He's pounding when I get home in his kennel, so he makes that kind of girly sound too.
Yeah, my dog makes a lot of girly sounds, but she's kind of a girl, so.
Maybe Maverick's confused.
Well, didn't you spay him?
Yeah, he got well, not neutered.
Or yeah, neutered. That's right. I always mix those up. Yeah, so he's neutered. Yeah. Well, maybe that's where the confusion comes in.
Maybe so. Don't blame me though.
I'm pretty sure I had balls, but now I don't.
Yeah, he doesn't have them. They're gone.
My mom has that little tiny Yorkie that runs around here that annoys me. Um, yeah, it's in heat, so they put a diaper on it. A diaper on a Yorkie.
Yep. I thought about doing That to Fiona went before she got fixed because it just couldn't deal with the mess. Some are messier than others. So, like, you have nice comforters or nice this on the couch or whatever else, and it's splat, ruined. Yeah, he could have been. Heard the cat. Cat says that's what he's talking to Charles. Yeah, probably so. So, Alex, did you get all your stuff done? I know you said on your post that you're going to have hopefully done all of that over the weekend or what have you. I guess transplanted. They're also after bugs. That's another thing that they're after. They're loving this, all the bugs and stuff. They also hear the neighbors. That's another reason. The neighbors are probably bitching because the score of the game.
Right.
Old Mongo, the cat that always wants to make a cameo.
You said cat. My dog made noises. Did you say cat?
What are these dogs doing? They're prima donnas. They're prima donna. That's good that she likes to make cameos. So
We all meow down here.
yeah, that's a good one though. Good reference, but in a cat sense.
Excuse me. Did you say meow? Do I look like a cat to you, boy?
Yeah, you yeah. I don't know what to say, Bear. Did he post something else on?
I think he's talking about what we were talking
I
about
knew
earlier.
about that. I'm saying is he does he did he add on anything? I have to look because who only knows. Well, I don't know if he. I don't think I actually plus one that one, so I'd have to look through it. His farmer. Huh. So I guess Aaron did. post up on PLC. He said he was brought to you to this by Rev. Oh shit! I'm trying to get to an Aaron. I mean, I have to see what God only knows what he did. You have to Rob. You have to go to this post about urine on PLC. Trying to find it right now to go back and see what the hell is going on with it now. Okay, it's by. I'm not gonna say who. Oh God. Yeah, see, Andreas responded to what me and Rev were talking about because, there's so much salt in your urine and you'll have salt block and buildup and stuff, and then your plant can't get the proper nutrients. We were talking about that earlier. Oh, Batman responded too. So let's see what this shit. Oh shit! Oh my god, Tom, you got to read this crap. Oh man, he's getting personal with Batman. Now wait just a minute. Everyone, go check out this link that Bear posted on the comments, and yeah, I just yeah. Hold on. Uh,
What's that? The link to the urine
okay, this is
fertilization?
just. I haven't followed it all day, but he added so much more than Bear linked it. Told me to check it out earlier today, and Batman. Oh shit! So yes, for after this chat, make sure you read this the comments. Uh, Batman, you should get on board. You too, Bear. I don't know what your problem is. I don't know why you're not heeding his advice. It takes that long of comments. Not out of spite, might I add. I'm not that kind of person. Hmm. This should be a good topic on Bat and Bear show on Thursday when Batman's in front of the camera and he would like to express his viewpoints in front of the camera. I think that would be great.
God, man, this is a golden fucking post right here.
I know, from Golden Shower. I mean, from a. Oh,
Exactly. What the hell? Wait. He's trying to justify chicken manure versus warm-blooded fecal matter.
This is a point that has been brought up. Yes.
Oh my god, man. This is too great. Yeah, everybody go read that.
Read this, please.
Oh my god. Oh, that is so great.
This is going to be a subject matter brought up on the Bat and Bear show, and this I foresee Batman doing the and giving his explanation on this. So that should be a great one if he decides to do it. I'm rooting for you, Batman. I want to see that.
Haven't seen one good
I'm
looking
prepared
plant
for
from
that
the
to say everything. Yeah.
I think how Aaron said, haven't seen one good looking plant from the chicken parrot kid.
Oh Lord. Oh man. Well, Batman, if you weren't on the list before, you are now. Oh, shit. I may have to plus one this just to keep looking at this one so I can keep track of it. Oh Lord. Oh my Lord.
But isn't that one of the things? I don't want to call it fertilizing. Man, I have the reddest neck. I have like blisters on the back of my neck. Like it is so burnt. Um, but isn't that one of the things? Like you should never use human defecation on your plants because it's warm-blooded fecal matter, and you should never pee on your plants because that's, I mean, isn't that like all in one kind of, known thing that you shouldn't do? I mean, am I wrong there? I mean, I know it can be done in a pinch, but I
I
guess
do
that's a
recall
joke
seeing,
all on its own.
I do recall seeing on if you ever seen the World's Fastest Indian, the movie with oh crap, I'm drawing a blank. He was Science Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, about the motorcycle?
The motorcycle. He pissed on his lemon tree all the time, and that they put that in the movie. But would I do it? No. Would I suggest using human fecal matter? No.
I thought that was a thing. Like, well, technically warm-blooded fecal matter. So like dog crap, human crap, stuff like that. I thought like it could be used, but it has to go in like a compost bin, be broken down for like a year, and then added to not the crops, but to soil. Was
That's
was I wrong about hearing about that? Or I mean, I wouldn't do it either way, but I'm pretty sure I heard something like it, like, well, even with like chicken manure, I heard that even with that it's really high in nitrogen, so you don't want to add it directly to your plants. You want to add it to like compost, let it break down for not a year, but like, a couple months or something like that, then add it to your plants.
well. I mean, that's well. I'm not going to get into all that stuff, but yeah, it's a long subject. Um, I don't know what to say.
What's
Uh,
up, Susan?
I would just go with. I'm tending to go with Batman. I agree with what he said, uh, and all points, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm going with that too.
That's how I'm gonna go. I agree with you, Batman. Thanks for making the points. The words are pretty much what I would use verbatim. Great job. Oh man. Oh Lord. I don't know. But Batman's on the list now for sure. He crossed the line. It's like a duel. So just I'm pretty sure she's gonna see the thread. It's in the threads. She's a moderator. She sees everything. So
Yeah, she's like the god of the pepper lovers community.
yeah. So go check out that thread, Susan, and see what you think. See if you agree or disagree. That would be something you may want to chime in on if that's something you would personally do in your garden.
Um, Knowing Susan, just the small amount of time that I've known Susan, I'm pretty sure she's going to agree with Batman. Just out of principle. See, wasn't going to touch it. And, dude, my neck is freaking. The heck is going on?
It's called peeling.
I know. I feel like I'm like a snake, and like all my skin is falling off.
You're shedding.
I am. Well, I feel so much better though. I put like A&D ointment on it, and ever since then, like my neck has felt so much better. I can actually turn my neck without it feeling like like it's all tight and everything. But nice.
Yeah, I like that one, Russ.
No pee, please.
Russ did hashtag pee free.
Sweet. Then you can trade pods with Batman.
Yes, you are on the list of being able to trade the Batman.
Oh man, I can't believe we're actually talking about this. It's so
I
ridiculous.
believe we're talking about this because it generally tends to happen when you have far extremes like that. PLC, yes. We should have that as a shirt, Susan.
It should be a shirt. P free PLC.
We can do a like a chant. P free PLC. P free. Oh, no. Yep. So
Or it could be like P free and chicken neck free or chicken shoulder free or I don't know, whatever you would call like having a not a parrot on your shoulder.
the chicken pirate.
Chicken parrot free.
Chicken pirate. Yes.
Oh man.
Let's see who responded last. Okay,
Last.
so you that was 30 minutes ago. So you may get one more response. So yeah, and then this the guy who started the thread is probably going, "Why did I start this thread?" Interesting.
Blumberg's comment is hilarious. Oh my god, I grew up. I grew up learning to piss on poison ivy to kill it, not fertilize it. I never piss on things I cared about. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
So that's in the post.
Yeah, it's the very last comment. He did it like 5 minutes ago.
You're on the list again. Too. You're on the list too, Rob. Congratulations. Y'all are marked because that person knows where y'all are.
Don't worry, man. He lives way out in the desert. He at least got like 1,000 or 2,000 miles from you. Just keeping it real. Nice, Blumberg.
It shouldn't take too long, Bloomberg. You'll get a response soon. Right, Mav. Right.
Well, what are you talking about, Russ? You talking about like that Friends thing where if you get a jellyfish, I was gonna say bite, but whatever, jellyfish sting on your leg or whatever, like you pee on it. It's weird.
Oh, with the tenderizer or piss when you get a jelly
Yeah.
sting. Yeah, the tenderizer works well. So yeah, I got stung by a school of baby jellyfish before. It hurts like hell.
I got stung by a ton of jellyfish. I usually just ride it out.
Yeah.
Like how Russ just throws his wife under the bus. That's all Barbie talk, man.
And I like Blumberg's comment though. That's a good one.
Yeah, JDS. I had a bunch of different dogs pee on me. It's very weird. We were out hunting and dog walk right up and just lift its leg, pee right on your leg, and you're like, what the heck? Yes, Susan, it is very gross.
It is.
But I mean, to be perfectly honest, someone on your forum started it, so just
Yeah.
saying. We turn it around on Susan like it's her fault.
Yeah. Susan, she's a scapegoat.
Susan's just sitting there going, "What the heck is going on? Why are people
What the
doing
hell?
this?"
Am I going to touch this and I'm the one to blame? How the hell is that happen?
Exactly. You guys point the finger at me? What the heck, man? I'm on your side. Yes, exactly.
Well, all I got to say is I don't piss on my plants. I don't use my own fecal matter, and my plants seem to do good. They're simple answer.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of using like non-organic things, but I will definitely use like hydroponic nutrients over anything that comes out of myself um, for fertilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care how free it is.
Yeah.
That's just weird. Oh, whoa, hey, shots fired, Batman.
Well, I think the original poster of the actual post. I mean, I don't think he foreseen it going this way.
Nah,
He just had the. I'm not going to say that now. I'm just going
I'm
to go.
gonna go on a limb and say that I'm pretty sure Batman's screwing around with you, Susan, and so are we all. But none of us blame you for that, Susan.
Yeah.
If anything, I think you should leave it up because it's more of a what the heck is going on with that kind of post. And I think people should actually see that so they could say, so they would never do that in the future.
I'm just waiting to see if it's some of the people who are posting on the comments, if that same poster changes one of their many identities.
Start having like 4 or 5 different identities and like, hey, by
It's,
the way, now I'm like Michael Bourne and
it's at
yeah,
least
or
three.
not Michael Bourne. What the hell what was that? What was Matt Damon's name with like the Bourne identity?
I mean, Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne. There you go.
I mean, I'm not on the spot thing. You gotta give me at least a second or two.
Yeah, I'm Jason Bourne, and I'm like also with like the low swamps farming community and
Hey Brando, how's it going? We were just discussing a topic that's on PLC, but we're changing directions now. It's too gross for Susan, so that's too gross for us.
I don't know. What's your opinion, Brando? Do you like to pee on your plants? Because I'm willing to bet Brando does not pee on his plants.
He's gonna he's gonna go. What the hell? What the hell did I walk into? Yeah, I
Yeah.
just came in here to check this out. I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, I wasn't here. No thumbs up, no thumbs down. I'm out of here.
Yeah. If you go up in the comments or the chat, if you go up to Bear, he posted a link to the post. So look at that post, and then you can go from there and draw your own conclusions. Rob is, I think, having his family. He's with family.
I don't know. He didn't tell me anything about family. He
That
just
was
said,
on. He's on one of the messages.
well, he didn't say that he didn't think that we were going to go live tonight, so he
Yeah,
didn't.
maybe.
He could be doing stuff. I don't know. But exactly. See, Brando agrees with me.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good answer, Brando.
Yeah. Most of us have the exact same comment. And it pretty much details like, what? Huh? Why?
But it is funny to go read a little bit after, just to get a kick out of things. Oh, there he is. I've been.
There's Rob.
So, Rob, what is your opinion on this subject matter?
Yeah. Are you going to go ahead and piss on your plants, Rob? I was generally going to say pee on them, but whatever. I'm going to go on a limb and say maybe Rob's going to go ahead and agree with us too.
He's not going to touch it either.
Oh, look at that. There he is. Oh, man. But like Charles said, if you are wondering what we're talking about, if you scroll up and you get to Bear's post about on the PLC, you can see what we're talking about. There's an actual long list of posts about that.
Yes. He did. He was on there with you Friday, right?
Nah,
He wasn't.
nah.
No. Well, we're taking breaks. I'm only going to be on Mondays, unless something is coming up, like if we do a challenge or something. But
Like the death nuts.
yeah, for the most part, I'm doing Mondays only. So
And for the most part, I think that I'm pretty much only down to Monday and Friday. Definitely Friday. I was going to cancel Friday, but Friday is pretty much the day that I can actually go live and keep going live. So I'm definitely keeping Friday. And Monday is Monday. so I'm gonna keep on Monday. So when is Susan going live? Whenever Susan feels like going live. There is no pressure on Susan to go live. I stopped that. What? I've been 9 months now of going live. So I think 7 months ago, I stopped pressuring Susan about going live. So whenever she
Best
feels like
answer.
it,
My best answer is if you tune into the weather forecast and it says today hell is freezing over, then Susan's going to go live. So wait for that breaking news story when they say hell is freezing over, then Susan will be going live.
there you go. That is a guaranteed that she will be going live. But short of that, whenever she feels like it. Because I'm not going to push her about it. If she wants to, she can. If she doesn't, not a big deal. Tommy Wiseau. I don't know who Tommy Wiseau is. Does anybody else know who that is? On Brando's comment, oh hi Rob and Tommy Wiseau.
I can look it up. I don't know right off the bat.
Oh, and Rob said I don't think there's never a show, but I don't think there was a live stream tonight, so I did things with the family. Yeah, that's more important anyway. I actually was supposed to be doing the same thing, but I don't know what happened, but that fell through, so.
Hmm.
But I got to do that on Saturday. That was a lot of fun, so.
No, he's an actor, director, or something. Actor, writer, director, filmmaker. He starred in the 2003 cult movie The Room.
Yeah, it's what Brando said. Look up the movie called The Room.
I wasn't aware of that. I
I,
haven't.
I don't think I've ever seen The Room or heard of it. Man, I missed that part. Susan said you weren't doing the live stream anymore, and JDS said he resigned. He put his 2 weeks notice in. That's weird. I didn't get that 2 weeks notice. That's not fair. I'm not paying you, Rob.
Hmm. So Brandon said it's so bad it's funny.
Oh man, I gotta look up that thing then.
What if it's on Netflix or something? You're not paying him. You didn't get the memo.
And Susan said, I see Dave last week asking if if I was on, then swearing." Yeah, that was hilarious. Well, to be perfectly honest, when anybody swears, I find it hilarious. Kind of funny too, right? What? Like zombie hooker nightmare? I've never heard of that. But it might be something worthy of looking into because it's got the word hooker in the middle.
Isn't that what? No, 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 no. I think I may have seen that one.
Zombie hooker nightmare. Yeah. Which day, Susan?
Oh, that's a
Turning
great
in
game.
that? Oh, with Dave.
I'm talking about that zombie hooker nightmare.
Uh, yeah, that one. Yeah, it was Monday. Um, yeah, with Mondays, I got to go earlier because, yeah, BD, I'll be getting into that later. But yeah, with Susan, yeah, with the Mondays, they're gonna have to be early. They got to start at 8 and end whenever they end. I mean, we're already to 11:16 right now.
And
That's pretty much going to be about the end. But yeah, Mondays have to be a lot earlier. Fridays or whatever, they can be 9 o'clock Eastern until whenever they end. Like last time, I think it was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours long last Friday. But Mondays, no, they're going to be earlier now. They're going to be 8 o'clock Eastern, which I guess your time would be 5 o'clock Pacific. But that's all because I got to be up really early on Tuesday, which is pretty much why I'm cutting out like the Wednesday. I I guess I could do a Wednesday, but I don't know. But
see, this is where we differ. 'Cause, I mean, I've been doing early on Tuesdays for 5 months.
oh yeah,
I always get up early.
yeah. Well, I am really really bad at getting up early. Well, technically, I'm not bad at getting up early. It's really weird. Oh, like 2 weeks ago, something flipped in me where I would go to bed and I can only sleep for like 2 hours at a time.
Hmm.
So I would go to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning and I would be up at 3. And then I would be up at 4. And then I'd be up at 5. And then I'd be up at 6. Like it's really weird, but I don't want to push it. But to answer your question, BD, yeah, I've been doing updates of the aquaponics. They've been every other week. So this week I should have another update coming out. But no, it's still all going on. I mean, it's gigantic right now. I mean, if you saw the last update, that's nothing. It's twice the size now. But Rob, yeah, so far I mean, unless I don't know, unless you really want to go live on a Wednesday, we could do it earlier. But as far as the normal time, 9 to 12 on Eastern on a Wednesday, yeah, I'm gonna cancel that.
And I'm really not going to be here. So it'll be you, Rob, blank show.
But we can do it earlier. But I can't go till midnight. Going till midnight and getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, that sucks. But no matter.
I'm Charles P. You can find me on Google Plus and on YouTube under Charles P. Uh, Make sure you go check out that thread that Bear threw out earlier. That's hilarious. I'm pretty sure since Rob Blumberg commented, it will just only get better as time progresses. I'll see you probably next Monday on the live stream here. Make sure that you check out Bat and Bear show on Thursday. I'm pretty sure Batman will want to give his 2 cents in front of the camera with his friend, the whatever, which identity, civil, whatever, whoever he wants to go by. So, yeah. That's about. Oh, I have a few of the bottles of that sauce that I just made left. So if you want to try that, just send me a message on Hangouts. The Caribbean Summer. I like it. So there's a couple other people. But until then, that's me, Charles P.
And sorry, Susan. Wednesday is the worst day for me. Especially getting up really, really early every morning. So got to keep it together. Keep it together. Remember, what the heck was that movie with Eddie Murphy? What the heck was that movie with Eddie Murphy and um, Steve Martin and Heather, whatever the heck her name is.
Trying,
Anyway,
trying to think. Can't think of it right now.
it was the one where Eddie Murphy was like all paranoid and Steve Martin was a director. Bowfinger or is it Bowfinger? Where Steve Martin was a director and he was trying to make like a blockbuster movie. Eddie Murphy was like an actor, but he was all paranoid and Steve
Huh.
Martin was trying to get Eddie Murphy in the movie, but he wouldn't be in the movie, so he like forced him into the movie by like just shooting like um guerrilla type photography around him. I want to say it was like Bowfinger or something like that. But anyway,
I'm drawing a blank on that one. What in the hell are y'all doing?
yeah, Bowfinger.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. The con is on, apparently, according to the movie poster. 1999. Wow. But yeah, they trick Eddie Murphy into being the movie. At the very end, he says, damn you, alien scum, or something like that.
Hmm.
But that was pretty funny.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but it's been a long time.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we'll hop out of here. Yeah, later, Batman. Later,
Look at Susan's comment. You
two
know,
evil.
Charles P. with two E's.
Oh. Oh man, if it was, he'd totally fit right into that thread.
Yeah.
I support the peeing on your crops because I'm Charles P.
No, I don't. So don't get my name involved with that one.
It's P period, not PEE.
It's P. No P.
Nice one, Susan.
Thanks, Susan. So yes, just watch that thread, see where it goes. It's should be entertaining if it goes any further.
And later, Rob, later, Blumberg. Uh, well, you didn't say it to me, so I love you too, Susan. But yeah, and Bloomberg says hashtag don't pee on your plants. Please don't do that, people. That would just be bad.
Free ELC.
Yeah. And if you're wondering why not, go to that thread, scroll up, check out what Aaron Hernandez put up there as a thread. Read everything and
Comment
take it
on
to
that
heart.
thread as well. Voice your opinion if you're watching this live stream and in the chat.
Yes, please voice your opinion because You have to.
Yeah.
Don't just let people tell dumb advice like that.
Yeah.
But that being said, hey, we were live and we were telling you not to pee on your plants. I think
Don't
that
pee on your plants, folks.
I think that's very good advice. So don't pee on your plants. Don't defecate on your plants. For crying out loud, go get some fertilizer.
Yeah.
It's really cheap. Even if you buy crap like Miracle Grow or something like that, for crying out loud, it's cheap. Go get that Alaskan fish emulsion. That stuff's really cheap. It smells just as bad.
Right.
Why don't you use that?
Yeah.
So, yeah, please do that kind of stuff instead. Just
Yeah.
do anything.
Look for an outhouse. Look for a porta potty. Just don't go and
Yeah, don't Tim Hortons it and be that chick that just tosses your crap at people that are working there. That's just wrong.
yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it, man. It's
Be
not
nice to
cool.
your garden.
Yeah, treat it with love. It'll treat you with love.
Yeah.
No pea peppers. Perfect. Right on, Brando. All right. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out. We were live. It was yet another live stream. Look for us again, I guess, on Friday. Who knows? If I get some free time, I might pop on, do another live stream in between then. But the next scheduled live stream will be Friday. Who knows what'll be happening, but it'll be pretty crazy, apparently, according to the last couple Fridays. So, yeah, hop on and check that on out. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. Love all you guys. And Charles has the last word. I'll catch y'all later and love y'all.
Bye.